Today's workout, we're going to be focused solely on biceps, triceps, and shoulders, and all you need is a set of dumbbells or a couple sets of dumbbells and 20 minutes to do this workout. Our format for today is going to be 6 different exercises, 2 for the shoulders, 2 for the biceps, 2 for the triceps, 3 circuits of that, and then I have a couple spicy finishers for you at the end to really leave us with a nice pump to finish everything off. But no more wasting time, grab your dumbbells, let's get into the workout. All right, let's get this rocking. So for our intervals today, we're gonna be doing 40 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of rest and transition time to the next exercise. Grab your set of dumbbells and we're gonna get started with some bicep curls here. So bring them up right now, and then you're gonna just keep one up in the flex position at all times. I absolutely love this curl variation. So notice I'm keeping my elbows just glued right to my side, meaning I'm not like swinging these like crazy. Oh, gotta get that back. And I'm really squeezing and flexing at the top here. For reference, I have a set of 12.5s, 15s, and 17.5s, and I'm gonna try to work up in weight. If you have a couple sets of dumbbells, I suggest you do the same, but if not, we'll make it work. 2, 1, and awesome. All right, we're gonna bring it down for just some classic skull crushers. What I want you guys to focus on for your skull crushers is getting a little bit of an angle back like this. So not straight up and down with the wrist and shoulder. Bring it back just a little bit and then slightly push behind your head. All right, let's do it. Dumbbells just outside the ears. You can get a little tap on the ground with these two and then really push back and squeeze. Get a little exhale on the way up and aim for about 2 seconds on the way down. So really make sure you're controlling the weight on the way down. Big squeeze, really focus on our working muscle here. Our triceps are our focus, back of the arms here. But let's go 2, 1, and awesome. Half kneeling, just classic military press. For any shoulder press variation, the most important cue I can give you guys is make sure you're not super out to the side like this. You're just gonna slightly bring your elbows in to this position as we're pressing. Bring it up, bring them in, and push straight up, a little bit together at the top. Control down. I'm actually aiming just to get, should be about 10 reps on this. You're gonna notice I'm slightly on the way down, tucking my elbows in just a little bit. So I'm not super flared out. My core's nice and tight as I'm in this half kneeling position, so I'm not wobbling all over the place. All right. Mimic my tempo. Good, about 2 seconds now. Quick up. Good, last one, and very nice. Okay, we're gonna stand up for the next one. We're going just a classic hammer curl. That's with most curls, I'm just gonna make sure you guys are not swinging and moving a bunch at the elbows. Glue, or at your shoulders, I mean. Glue your elbows to your side and just strictly use the biceps here. For whatever reason, I like a split stance on my hammer curls. You don't necessarily have to do that. You could be here with your feet even. A nice little squeeze at the top, all the way down without the swing. For whatever reason, just get a little more sturdy. I like this split stance position. Up, squeeze, second or 2 on the way down. Always controlling on that negative. Great, up. Good, about 2 more here. Great, last one, and awesome. This might be a new one to some of you, and to be honest, I've seen like 18 different names for this exercise, so I don't know what to really call it, but we're gonna start like so, and then you're just gonna extend out from the triceps. So think the dumbbells are starting like a lower chest here. All right, let's get it. Press out and really squeeze the triceps. Bam. Aiming for this nice tempo. So we're in that, we should be anywhere from about 8 to 12 reps on all of these exercises, which is absolutely perfect if our goal is gaining strength, building a little bit of muscle here. Oh, good job. I just do a little tap on my chest. That way I know I'm controlling the weight. Out and squeeze. Give me one more. Good. Right. Here's one where I got to give you guys a couple options. So we're going to do just a good old lateral raise, right, like so. If your dumbbells are too heavy for a lateral raise, you can switch to a front raise, or you can do a front raise with just a single dumbbell. Either one of those options are fine. Because I know if you're working with just one set of dumbbells, the weight's probably not going to be perfect for every exercise here, especially the lateral raise, because we're working a little smaller part of the shoulders here. So we're working these lateral delts here. They're not going to be able to handle as much weight as a press. So switch it to that front raise or single dumbbell front raise if you need to. Now, like I'm not going up in weight on this one. Right. We'll get one more and then we're through circuit number 1. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna bump it up to my 15s on the next round of alternating curls here. Again, if you can, great. Or if that was too heavy on your first set and you have some other dumbbells, go down. Right, I want you to get in that 8, 10, 12 rep range. Right, and have it be nice and difficult at the end. Right, we're going, but not impossible. Good. Keep that elbow glued right to your rib cage there. Notice my tempo. All right, probably roughly about 2 seconds on the way down. So as you can see, we have 2 exercises for the shoulders, 2 for the biceps, 2 for the tris, and that's all we need, guys. You don't need any more exercises than that, right, in one workout. This is perfect. All right, and awesome. Bring it back down, go into the skull crushers. Again, this is fine. Like, this is still gonna hit your triceps right here, but we're just gonna put them at a little more of a lengthened state here. And most people, when I make this adjustment for them, they feel their triceps better. All right, so let's get it. And we're going, lengthen those triceps and pretend more like pushing back towards the wall behind you instead of just straight up to the ceiling. Or control. If you just whip through these, right, you're gonna probably burn yourself out. Right, and then we're gonna be a little bit high in that rep range. Not that we can't build strength and muscle in a higher rep range. I'm still just partial to 8 to 12 reps. Just seen that consistently work the best. All right, one more, and got it. Okay, back to the military press. Right, shoulder press like so. I think your dumbbell should be fine for this, but if at any point on the shoulders, you need to just drop and just hold one dumbbell and press like so, that would absolutely work as well. All right, bring them up, tuck those elbows in, tighten that core, and power these up. Control down, quick up. Up, good. Elbows down and in. I almost tap the top of my shoulders, and then power up from there. Good. Great. And up. We'll keep that core engaged so we're not wobbling all over the place. Up. Great. 2 more. And we got it here. Awesome. Right, bring it up. Actually, bring yourself up. I'd give the grip a little break. So, only one thing that can get a little rough with dumbbell only workouts is sometimes the forearms, where I take a lot. But we're back to our hammer curls here. I'm gonna pick them up feet even or staggered stance. If you like my setup, glue those elbows to the side. Big squeeze at the top. Good. Perfect. Not speeding through these. I got really focused on our working muscle. Build that mind-muscle connection Get that big squeeze at the top and control down. Love it. Oh, good. Excellent. This should be getting pretty heavy here. Great. Yep, this weight's pretty perfect for these. 2, 1. Awesome. Bring it down. Back to whatever we want to call these. If you have a clever name for these, feel free to leave it in the comments below. All right. And we will start calling it that from here on out. So bring them to the lower part of the chest. Flare those elbows out. And we are rocking. Good. Oh yeah, this one's gonna get them. I need a little bit more weight on this one. I might even be able to go up on the next one here. So just, try to have that little mental checklist there. If your last 5 to 10 seconds aren't starting to slow down or feel like they're very heavy, then we probably need to bump that weight up if we can. Great job. Just a little tap of that chest here. Give me one more. And awesome. But back to the lateral raise. I will actually go to my lower weight for these. That was about maxed out on that. I think a lot of people ego lift on the lateral raises and then we're swinging or we're really bending the elbows like so. I'd much rather see you actually just go to the front raise if that's it. I think if you can't control the weight down for about, at least a second, it's too heavy. If you're swinging that thing up and it's just dropping like that, then switch to the front raise or just switch to the single dumbbell front raise like so. Now I'm gonna head back to lateral raise. I gotta say, it's probably one of my top 10 exercises of all time. Good. Up, but control. Right. Up, control. Right. We have one more. And awesome. Here we go. Circuit 2. Down. All right. I'm gonna challenge it. I'm going up to the 17.5 here. If you think you can go up on any of these exercises or if you need to go down, right, adjust your weight accordingly. All right, let's get it. Round 3. All right, we're up with both. All right. Keep that one up. Keep it glued right to your elbow here. Oh, awesome. Little control. I think they're both going to be up at the top at the same time. So a lot of people get into this motion here. Oh, I want nice, strict form on all of these. Here is where this last set should be. This last 10 seconds is going to be really tough. My reps feel like they're slowing down a bit. This is a good weight. 2, 1, and got it. Yep, that was it. That's where I wanted to be. If you ever heard the term RIR, or reps in reserve, right? Ideally, we have about just 1 or 2 in the tank, and that's going to be absolutely perfect. Not 4 or 5 or 6. All right. Oh, we're going, but my dumbbells are on the way. Sorry. All right, set here. Bring them back. Push back. Oh. Excellent. Yeah, 40 seconds is such a good rep range if you control your weight, really focus on the working muscle. It's gonna be an ideal rep range for building muscle, building strength. All right. Great job. 2 more. Yep, this weight's pretty good. I could maybe go a tiny bit heavier on this, but I'm shaking a little bit. And good. All right. For the shoulder press here, yep, this will be good. All right. Yeah, when you bring those dumbbells up, make sure we're tightening that core. So as we're pressing, we're not pushing the hips out, we're not wobbling all over the place here. And we just get a little extra core work here, which is never a bad thing. Up. Good. Excellent. Notice that control. If you can't control it, it's just coming down and you're like this already. Bring it down, check your ego, go down to the single dumbbell. Again, sloppy form and just throwing reps up is not doing anything for us and could actually hurt us. So drop it down if we need to. Great. Good, give you one more. And that's it. That's where I wanted that. Okay, back to our hammer curls. I'm gonna attempt this weight again. So we got 3 more exercises, and then I got a couple surprise finishing moves for you, just to give us and leave us with a really nice pump at the end of the workout here. All right, let's do it. Hammers. Oh, got it. 1001, 1002. Oh yeah, that's it. Up, squeeze, hold, and we should be able to hold that weight good for a second and control it down. Try to lean into this a little bit here. Oh, that's it. Again, you can mimic my stance if you feel better. Good here. Rock with that. Let's get, oh, that weight's perfect. Good, one more. And that's about all I had on that one. Here we go, down to these things. Just calling them these things. All right, start bringing them up. I like starting them. They're just lightly sitting on my lower chest here. All right, and out. I just love the angle of this. Oh, push out. You can tell, just the movement is just all at the elbows. So we're getting pure tricep here. And we're not cheating through the shoulders. It's almost impossible to. So I love this. Extend. Get a nice burn here. And a lot of that's coming from this really good control on the way down. Give me one more. And we got it. Right, back to the lateral raise or one of those front raise variations. And I'm gonna make sure these are out of the way this time. I know I look a little sloppy over here, sorry. All right, bring it up. Same deal, I like staggered stance for my lateral raises. We'll lean in, up, and control. Same deal, if you like even stance like that. And I would play around with that stuff. Again, everybody's a little bit different on where they feel more stable, where they are able to feel the muscle a little bit better. So mess around with this stuff. Play around, see what works best for you individually. Good job. Control. Even on those front raises, we're still controlling on the way down. Last one. And that's it. All right, here's our finishing move for the triceps. I gotta make sure that's right. Yeah, so we are going to a close grip chest press to really finish these off. Try to do them in full position where you're on your toes, but if you do need to go down to a kneeling position at any point, that's fine. And tuck those elbows down in nice and tight. All right, let's do it. All right, get as many as you can in 40 seconds. Try not to stop. Exhale up, tuck those elbows, and your elbows should be pointing behind you at the bottom, not out to the side. Great. Oh, this is gonna get rough, but this is what I want at the end of the workout. Nice burnout. We're building strength, we're building muscle. We gotta make these fairly difficult. And one more. Oh, that was good. Okay, now combo move. I normally don't love combo moves in a strength workout, but for a little burnout set, that's fine. I'm actually gonna do this kneeling because I know my hands will go out of the top of the camera here. So we're just gonna curl and press. You can be standing if you like. Okay. Curl and press, bring it down. Curl and press, bring it down. Get as many as you can. This one we can go for a little bit of speed, but I still want very good form. Up, up, Good job. We'll curl it, press it, get a little rotation at the top. Awesome. And perfect amount of exercises for these. Good amount of volume here. All right, difficulty will be hopefully enough. Give me one more. And that is it right there. Give yourself a little hand. Whew. That was well done. Well done. All right, if you would like a little extra challenge on the end of this, something that maybe doesn't require as much arms, here's a no equipment 6-pack abs workout. Add a little crunch and add a little core work to really finish this off. But thanks for hanging out. I will see you in the next video. That's how we do it.